Welcome to Nature Walk, the podcast where we delve into the wonders of the natural world and explore the intricate web of life that surrounds us. I'm your host, David, and I'm thrilled to share with you today's fascinating story. As we step into the world of technology, we find ourselves in a realm that may seem far removed from the natural world, yet it's a domain that has a profound impact on our planet. The news that caught my attention is about NVIDIA, a company that has been making waves in the tech industry with its impressive growth and innovative approach to artificial intelligence. Imagine a world where machines can learn, adapt, and evolve at an unprecedented pace. This is the realm of AI, where NVIDIA has been a pioneer, designing GPUs, AI accelerators, and system-on-a-chip units that enable industries ranging from autonomous vehicles to scientific research to advance at breakneck speeds. The company's CUDA ecosystem has been instrumental in driving this revolution, allowing developers to harness the power of AI and accelerated computing. But what's truly remarkable about NVIDIA's story is its staggering growth. With a revenue increase of 65% in fiscal 2026, reaching a whopping $215.9 billion, it's clear that this company is on a trajectory that's nothing short of phenomenal. And with expectations of $78 billion for the next quarter, it's no wonder that analysts and investors are taking notice. As we consider the implications of NVIDIA's success, we're reminded that the natural world and the tech world are not mutually exclusive. In fact, they're intimately connected. The advancements in AI and computing have the potential to drive innovation in fields such as conservation, sustainability, and environmental science. As we pause to reflect on the intersection of technology and nature, we're left with a sense of wonder and awe at the possibilities that lie ahead. Will these advancements be a boon for our planet, or will they pose new challenges? The answer, much like the natural world itself, is complex and multifaceted. We'll be right back with more fascinating stories from the natural world on Nature Walk. Welcome back to Nature Walk, dear listeners. As we continue our journey through the fascinating world of science and nature, we find ourselves in a rural community where a mysterious outbreak has taken hold. It's a tale of investigation, hypothesis, and the intriguing use of artificial intelligence. In the heart of a close-knit community, with a population of about 4,200 residents, an annual fair draws in approximately 36,000 people from surrounding areas each year. The 2024 fair, which took place from July 30th to August 4th, became the focal point of a puzzling health investigation. 13 cases of Salmonella enterica agbeni were identified, with 7 laboratory-confirmed cases and 6 probable ones, all linked to attendance at the fair. As investigators delved deeper, they discovered that while 9 of the affected individuals had eaten food from vendors, 4 had not, which seemed to rule out food as the primary source of contamination. However, there was a common thread among all 13 cases. Each person had consumed a cold, canned beer from the fair's sole beer tent. The beer tent's operations raised several red flags. The beers were stored in a makeshift cooler made from non-food-grade corrugated black plastic farm drainage tile with 4 internal compartments. This cooler was hosed off at the start of the fair but never fully drained or cleaned again throughout the event. It was refilled daily with ice made from municipal tap water as the ice melted and was partially drained. The workers handled both the beer and the ice with their bare hands. A crucial piece of information came to light when one of the beer tent workers revealed that someone had placed leftover food in the cooler overnight at the start of the fair. This led health officials to hypothesize that the cooler might have become contaminated with salmonella, which then spread to the beer cans and subsequently infected those who drank from them. In an interesting twist, the investigators turned to ChatGPT for assistance in their inquiry. They posed several questions to the AI tool, including whether Salmonella agbeni could grow in an improperly drained cooler and if other sources, aside from ice, could be responsible for the outbreak given that only canned beverages were available. The chatbot provided assurances that the cooler was a credible and likely source of the outbreak. While the use of AI in this investigation is noteworthy, it also raises important questions about the limitations and potential inaccuracies of relying on generative AI tools for critical health investigations. The officials acknowledged these concerns, ensuring that all AI-generated summaries were critically reviewed and validated against primary literature before being incorporated into their findings. In conclusion, the case highlights the importance of proper hygiene practices, especially in food and beverage handling, to prevent outbreaks of gastrointestinal illnesses. The incorporation of AI in epidemiological investigations is a developing field, offering potential for rapid situational awareness but also requiring careful validation of its outputs. As we reflect on this intriguing story, we're reminded of the complex interplay between human behavior, environmental factors, and microbial life that underpins many public health issues. It's a poignant reminder of our ongoing quest to understand and mitigate the risks associated with infectious diseases in our communities. Welcome back to Nature Walk. I'm your host, David. As we conclude our journey through the natural world today, we have a remarkable tale of survival and resilience from the unlikeliest of creatures, a frostbitten lizard found in Rhode Island. Imagine shoveling your driveway during a winter storm, only to stumble upon a giant cold lizard. This is exactly what happened to a man in Providence, Rhode Island, who discovered a female tegu, later named Frankie, in the midst of a snowstorm. Tegus are large South American reptiles, not typically found in New England, so how did Frankie end up there? According to Tess Ganaway, a veterinarian at the New England Wildlife Center who treated Frankie, it's likely that she was once someone's pet. Perhaps she escaped during warmer months and was surviving on her own until the cold became too much for her to handle. Unfortunately, there's also the possibility that Frankie was recently abandoned. Frankie's story is one of both misfortune and hope. She suffered from severe dehydration and frostbite on her tongue and toes. The frostbite on her tongue is particularly notable, as it's an extremely rare condition in animals, with no published accounts in veterinary medicine. The black tissue on the tip of Frankie's tongue is dead, a result of the frostbite, which has altered the iconic reptilian V-shape of her tongue. The team at the New England Wildlife Center turned to human medical literature for guidance on treating Frankie's unique condition. They found inspiration in a human case where a patient's tongue had unintentionally frozen due to a medical procedure. The doctors had removed the dead tissue, and the injury healed within 3 weeks. Similarly, the veterinary team aims to remove part of Frankie's dead tongue tissue every 2 or 3 weeks, hoping that her tongue will heal on its own. As we conclude Frankie's story, it's heartening to know that she's recovering well. The team is cautiously optimistic about her future, and with proper care, including pain medications and antibiotics, there's a good chance she'll stabilize and live a normal life, albeit with a slightly less adventurous one in a warmer environment. Frankie's tale reminds us of the importance of compassion, conservation, and the interconnectedness of human and animal health. It highlights the dedication of wildlife rehabilitation centers and the innovative approaches they take to save lives. As we reflect on Frankie's journey, let's remember our role as stewards of the natural world and the impact our actions have on the creatures that inhabit it. That's all for today's Nature Walk. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, keep exploring your natural world.